everybody, and if you hadn't guessed by the title, I'm doing some Dreadball. That's right, the fantastic blood sport that Mantic Games bring to us. It's a fantastic game. I had an intro match with Andy 2D6 several months ago, and I've forgotten the rules. So I've decided that I like it, and I want to get into it a little bit more. But what team, I hear you guys asking? Well, it's definitely not humans, they're a bit boring. It's definitely not robots, although I can give you credit for thinking that Jojo Man would choose robots. Easy colour scheme to do, pretty easy to knock out, that kind of stuff. But no, guys. I've decided to go for the classic Orc team. That's right, the one you get in the starter set. However, with some subtle differences. Mainly, I don't use the Dreadball Orc heads because they're fucking horrible. I really hate the Dreadball Orc heads. They're just... You can't see any detail on them, they all look the same, and especially if you pose them all the same, they just look really boring. And I hate painting boring stuff, because it really doesn't do anything for my really short attention span. So I decided to use some Cromlech heads, guys, as you guys can now see. A couple of mentions on the Cromlech heads. First and foremost, the resin is quite soft, but yet brittle at the same time, so be careful if you order them. The heads themselves go on without a hitch, minimal green stuff work, just a blob of green stuff on the back makes them fit right in. In regards to how they make them look, I think it makes the miniatures look really unique and really cartoony. They remind me of the old school Games Workshop orcs, the massive heads and tiny bodies, which just look really cool. It's just gives me a little bit of nostalgia with these. So let's have a closer look. As you guys can see, I've got the Mantic heads on there. However, some of them are pretty much the same head. Like these two heads here, for example. Focus, damn you. Focus. There we go. So, these are focused now. Now, as you can see, this is the same head, just the mohawk cut off it. And what I also did some minimal conversion work on the arms that come separate from the actual miniatures themselves. There's a lot of conversion work that needs doing on these arms here because they're all in one particular place, and one of the things that I didn't want to do is have to faff about hacking off the arm and then repositioning it, filling in gaps and stuff, so I just repositioned these arms here. As you can also see, guys, I added some additional orc glyphs to the actual miniatures themselves. These are Games Workshop orc glyphs, if you can find them. So there's some at the back there, some there as well. Again, just to break up with the monotony of the armour. These aren't quite finished yet. They're nearly done. Just got some more detail work to do on the loincloths or tabards or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, guys, the phone's going off again. Jesus Christ, I'm popular tonight. But yeah, this guy's probably my favourite, just for the fact he's got his orange mohawk and the fact that I decided to, I'm pretty sure it's a bullet, but I turned it into a cigarette. I think there's quite something funny about orcs smoking a cigarette whilst about to mash some face on the Dreadball field. But yeah, guys, these are really nicely done. They were really nice to get me back into the hobby after my 2-month break. I think I did a decent paint job on them. I wanted to go for kind of like a functional but not completely knackered armour, so I gave them a bit of rust using AK Interactive and Vallejo rust effects, and then I dirtied up the armour with some Army Painter dark wash, a dark tone and strong tone. My camera's having a really hard time focusing today. There we go. I'm waiting on some Tamiya Clear Red to finish off the eyes and then do something on the shoulder pads and knee pads. Mainly because I used them all up doing a Halloween costume, trying to make blood effects, which actually turned out pretty well. So yeah, guys, this is the start. Obviously, I've got the goblins to do. I mean, these aren't the strikers. These are the blockers or the brutes, or I'm not quite sure of the Dreadball terminology. Jesus Christ, my camera's having a hard time today. So yeah, guys, please let me know what you think of these. Do you think they're a good start? Are orcs a good team to go for? Well, it doesn't really matter now because I've already chosen them, so there's no point in asking really. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Well, let me know what you think of the Cromlech heads on there, and yeah, just pop a comment in the doobly-doo down below. So guys, these are my Dreadball orcs, and I'm just going to pop them there. I'm just going to do a little bit of a pan across for you. And yeah, guys, leave a comment in the doobly-doo, and I'll see you guys again. See you now, and goodbye.